Right, hello YouTube and FIFA supporters, this is Prime Davies coming at you, and tonight I'm going to be showing you my first ever FIFA video. It's an all silver team, but in my mind I've been looking for a decent silver team, because you always hear it's like, oh, the gold teams, yeah, they're very good, but like, prime example, I was playing one of my teams today against the silver team. I got absolutely destroyed. So these silver teams, they can be very underrated. And so first we're going to go into the goalkeepers, and which my silver goalkeeper is Aranha. He's from Brazil, and his diving ability is absolutely insane. It's an 84 diving, which for a silver goalkeeper with an overall of 72, I don't think you can get much better than that. Which his reflexes, which is another key one I like to look for in goalkeepers. Yeah, it's a 77, but really you can't really argue with 84 diving ability. So in the first centre back, the right centre of this team is going to be Turner. He plays for Norwich. He's from England, and his defending and heading stats are probably the two main key attributes that I look for in a good defender. Which he's got a 76 defending and 80 heading, sorry. And obviously with 80 heading, if the opposition do hoof the ball down towards you, the defence, he's got a good chance of winning the ball in the air and maybe getting off to one of your teammates. Or if you get a corner, you can bring him up there, and yet again he's got a good high chance of possibly hitting the target. And then in the central centre back is Nelson from New Zealand, which it's good to see that sometimes these countries that don't have like big football stars do churn out a couple of good high rated silver players, which Nelson is really, he's one of my key centre backs in this one, especially with 76 defending and 80 heading. Same sort of stats as Turner. He can get the ball away if it does come to him on the head, and yet again he can be very handy during a corner. And then on the left centre back we have Jurica from Slovenia. He's got a 75 defending and 80 heading, so he's still exactly the same as my two previous defenders for heading the ball away or trying to win the ball, or even score from a corner. So then moving on to the midfield, is that we have on the right mid we have Odumade from Nigeria, sorry, which with 94 pace and 75 dribbling. They're the main two attributes I generally like to look for in right mids and right wingers and left mids and left wings, so you can get the ball to them and they will run up the field and support the wingers. So with that, you can just get the ball to him and then just literally run past right through the defence. And so then moving on to the right centre midfielder, we got Paulo Mercado, or Macado as I should say, sorry. Is that this guy? He's overall generally a very good centre midfielder. I've played many teams with him, and generally with his passing and his dribbling, he generally can get the ball up into the attacking third and maybe push on to the penalty box, and where he can lay off the pass and generally have the assist for that goal. And then onto the left centre mid, we've got young Josh McEachran, which another good young centre mid, which yet again he's a 76 passing and dribbling, so he can carry the ball up the midfield and then pass it off to any player that he really wants, or you as the controller would like to, and you got a high chance of of making that pass get to the person you want to get it to. Then on the left mid, I've got Rivas of Argentina. Yet again, same sort of stats I'm looking for from a right mid, is that he's got to be very pacey and got to have a good dribbling attribute, which with 93 pace and 79 dribbling, which really he's probably in my book one of the best silver left mids or left wings, if you can like, get the position change for him, because he can carry the ball up and he's insanely fast, so he can just cut through the defence like a knife. And then moving on to the front three, as I like to call it. So first on the right wing, we got Marino of Portugal, and previously when I was building, I built a Portugal team, and this guy was one of my main right wingers. And the number of times I got the ball to him, and he was able to run up through the defence and lay it off to my striker at the time, which I can't remember who it was. He is very good. Yeah, his dribbling is a good 77. So he can keep the ball under control, and obviously very fast, so that he can get up there, and he can get there very quickly. So moving onto the other side, the left wing, is that Dilo Fu, or whatever that says. Sorry about my speaking. I can't really pronounce his name, but he's a Spanish left mid. He plays for Barcelona. And it's the same sort of stats I'm looking for in a right wing or right mid or left mid. They've got to be extremely pacey and I've got a good ball control, aka dribbling. So with 91 pace and 83 dribbling for a silver left wing, I thought that was incredibly good. So, and which I have seen a couple of teams with him that do play him, and he is very pacey and he can keep the ball very well, so he's very hard to tackle. And then finally the big guns. Up front for the striker, we've got Inform Mayong Z. When I first thought about building this team, I was looking through, and he was the best bet because he had the highest shooting attribute, which generally in a striker I generally go for a good shooting and maybe a good dribbling attribute, so they can carry the ball forward and then unleash a big venomous striker on the end of it. And then I found myself in a dilemma. As of that, I found him for going for about £1,000, and then three players next to him was Inform Mayong Z, and I was in a big debate, and then I eventually ended up going for Inform Mayong Z, and I'm yet to play Mayong Z as a player yet, but he is an absolutely superb attacker because he was in Team of the Week, and I did do that Team of the Week, and they brought him on as a sub, and the number of chances he had against my goalkeeper, I'm surprised he didn't really score. So with all that is my silver team. This has been Prime Davies. Leave comments, or subscribe to my channel for more FIFA videos. See you later.